everybody, Nicole here with CellBotics. So with me today, I have Tanisha, okay? And you know Michelle, the computer repair training.
Michelle, the computer lady, the executive computer specialist. That's what I am today.
I get tongue-tied. Oh my God. So we want to take a minute and formally introduce Tanisha, okay? So a lot of you, if you follow me on social media, you may have seen, or follow CellBotics, you may have seen posts about her or seen her in videos or photos, but you haven't actually learned about her unless you've gone to our page and looked at our team, then you would have read all of that, right? So we want to take a moment and just formally introduce her because, you know, she's a long-time member of our team and will continue to be. And you will see her when you come to our device master class or the cell phone repair class. And so, and who knows what the future holds, right? And so I wanted to just let her kind of speak on her experience, but I'll just give you a quick rundown. So Tanisha actually took our course back in 2018, right? And that was when we were up in Greenville, South Carolina. When we relocated, and we had been in contact with her the whole time because she was doing her repair business, Let's Fix It, which she still does. And when we relocated to Atlanta, it was just kind of natural to just bring her more in, like just solid, like consistently to help with classes, okay? And so she also has a space within our space, her own office, where she runs her business, Let's Fix It, and she meets clients here, and she has her other businesses that she runs out of that office space. So if you come to class and you see her, she's also here because she has her own space here too. So I'm just gonna kind of let her talk about herself, and this is her first official YouTube video, so it's always nerve-wracking when you do your first one. If you look at my old videos, y'all already know. If you look at Michelle's first video, she hated doing videos. Oh my gosh. But Tanisha will definitely be in more as she kind of takes more of a lead trainer role. So Tanisha, just give a rundown of how things started, you know, a little bit about you, you know, your mom, you know, what were you doing before this? Because you do have somewhat of a background in cell phones, but that's not the only reason that you did it. So go ahead, give a little rundown by yourself.
So I'm Tanisha. Yeah, it's just kind of like what Nicole said. I actually started off, I was in the Army, so I've always had a love for technology. When I was in the Army, I dealt with technology, computers, desktop servers, satellites. And then once I transitioned out of the military, I ended up getting a job for Verizon, and I worked there for about 5 years. And I started off as sales and got promoted to a manager. And then when I transferred back to Georgia, I went back down to sales because it was more money involved. And
so
I love
sad.
money.
Manager makes less than the salespeople.
And so it was just something that I noticed. Like, customers would come in with broken devices, and they were paying like $250 and $300 deductibles for these phones. And I was curious as to where these phones would go when they're broken, because just like Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, all of them, basically you pay that deductible and they just send you a brand new phone. But I was just curious as to, you know, like I said, where these phones are going and how much it really costs to actually fix these devices. So I got curious, and I was like, I could really probably do this and not only steal Verizon's customers and make them my customers, but also making money on the side. Like, I thought it was going to be just a little bit of side money.
Right, and just to touch on the thing about the carriers. So the carriers we teach you in class, they're actually your friends. They're not your competitors. As long as you focus on the repair when it comes to them. Now, if you have a store and you're doing activations, you're not going to promote activations to them. But you would take them cards that say we do repair, because there are many people that buy devices and don't get insurance, or they're out of warranty or whatever else issues they run into, and the carrier always refers people out. So they're not, a lot of people, they don't know that. They think, oh, well, the carrier is my competition. No. They're like a really good source for business. Okay, right. So you were doing that, so you thought it was going to be a side thing.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a side thing, so I got on Google.
How long after you came to class did you leave your job? It wasn't very long.
It was like December, January, February, March, April, 4 months.
4 months.
I left my job in 4 months after I came to class. I got on Google and I was looking up different cell phone repair schools. And then I found CellBotics. It was just CellBotics and like one other school in Atlanta that it just didn't look good to me. So I chose CellBotics. And then also, another reason I chose CellBotics, not only for the cell phone course, but for the computer repair course as well. So I took the device master course because I wanted to be a complete technician. I didn't want to just be a one-trick pony.
Right.
I wanted to do computers, desktops, and Michelle taught us printers. She taught us TV. She taught us so many other things. And then I sat in class and listened to Nicole just go. It blew my mind. Just there were so many different ways to make money with outside of just repairing a cell phone, outside of just changing out parts. There's so many different avenues that they teach in this course that we teach. Not they. We
That's
teach
right. Now you're teaching
in this
it, right?
course, and you're sitting in class and you're just like, I never knew. I never would have
Right, and this is the reason we didn't just pick Tanisha because she lives in Atlanta. We have a lot of graduates that live in Atlanta. We picked Tanisha because she's someone that took our class and actually implemented it, stayed contact with us, and actually is making money and knows what you're dealing with. And not that she's not done, because she invested in herself. She does a lot of different things now. So she's a perfect quality person for a trainer. Plus she's really kind and very funny, can be sarcastic sometimes, you know, and I really love that, because if you've ever been in my class and you're watching this, you probably haven't been in our class if you're watching this, but you know, I like to banter a lot with the students because it keeps you awake, it keeps you interested and learning, and we want to, you know, we are your teachers, but we also want you to feel comfortable as to ask us questions after class and contact us. And so her personality is just like a perfect fit for a CellBotics trainer, right? And plus now she knows what you're going through, and she's, you know, she can actually be like, no, this is what I did when I do this is what I do. We never bring on trainers that haven't done what they're teaching and been in your shoes. Like you know that when you come to CellBotics, you're going to be learning from not a teacher. You're learning from someone who has they're like what's that
life.
package? Like they're like, you know, somebody that can like dance, sing, and
The
rap,
triple
like
threat.
triple threat, you know?
Total
Like
package.
yeah, CellBotics trainers are like triple threats because they do what they teach. They've done it, they've made money with it, and they're good people. And so you're getting like this amazing individual who's going to work with you. And that's another reason why we haven't really expanded to other states. Finding amazing people that are doing it, wanting to train it, and work with people is actually harder than you think.
And might I add, I started with zero experience. Zero knowledge of opening, closing computers, phones, tablets. Zero experience.
Right. So tell them a little bit about what path you went, because you did invest in yourself. You took, after you were doing because you did mobile for a while, right? You quit your job, right?
And I was flying up and down 285, 85 in my car. I was doing repairs out of Starbucks. I was doing repairs out of condos, my car, their car, like the trunks, like at flea markets. I'm not even joking.
Right.
And there was two condos. If you guys are familiar with Atlanta, Peak Street condominiums, I had that entire condo on lock. I still get calls today from those nice little old ladies that recommended me to their friends and so on and so forth. And that's where all of my clients, majority of the time, came from. It was just that one building.
Right. That's amazing. Okay, so after you did that, I know that you came back with us. You took a micro soldering course with us. And then she went and got refurb training from the only refurb training company in the country that you cannot find by Googling it. So don't waste your time. We have to basically refer you. It's through an interview process. They don't just train anyone. Refurb is where you can remove the glass from a screen assembly. So it's not something that most people do. It's more of a specialized skill that service large stores that have mass volume. So she has done that because of commercial accounts, which is really something that a lot of people don't know about. And when we say commercial accounts, they just don't get it. Even when I'm talking to a store owner, I say commercial accounts, they think, oh yeah, so the local business sends you a couple devices that they need repaired. No. This is large facilities. There are facilities, we have clients that do 200,000-300,000 repairs a month. I'm not talking stores. I'm talking warehouses. And you say, what? That's not possible. We've been there, okay? We've walked in these facilities. We get devices from these clients. And so they have repair needs. That's a lot of the work that we get is they have overflow. Maybe they have staffing issues or something like training issues. So they give us all the overflow. Well, a lot of them ask for refurb. And there is very few really good refurb people in the country. So Tanisha is doing that. So she has her refurb set up in there. By the time you're watching this video, hopefully she's mastered it. There is a very long learning curve to it, an expensive one. But she invested in herself to do that. And, we're going to work together, and I'm going to bring her some commercial clients because I have a waiting list of those people. And then tell them what else you do. You tell them how you're a mom and all that kind of stuff, too.
I'm a mom. I have 2 boys. At this time, they are 12 and 3. I also own an event space where I host parties, baby showers. I also decorate, so balloons and things like that. And all of this started... Yeah, I do shirts too. Definitely forgot about the shirts.
Yeah, you do like all types of things.
Yeah.
Like cups, all kinds of stuff.
I do a ton of different things, and I'm basically just trying to build things for my family and things that I can leave to my children, so they don't have to struggle. They don't have to go through hard times or not worry about living paycheck to paycheck. And honestly, this all started when I decided to take a chance on myself and do the device master course, and it taught me a lot about being an all-around entrepreneur, not just about everything that they teach that we teach, not they. When I first came, Michelle and Nicole taught me how to be an all-around entrepreneur, an all-around good business owner. I mean, they talk budgeting, mindset,
It's so much.
It's so much. It's so much. I learned
advertising and marketing and showing up, how to be visible, and what do people see when they do see you. That's really important, And we had just made a video, me and Michelle, about We Create Millionaires. Tanisha she's headed there, right?
Oh, for sure.
So so I don't know how many years she's going to be doing training, but
no, not training. No, I mean
I'm losing her. I'm losing her in a couple of years.
She's not. I'll be here. Watch.
It's fun. It's fun to train. We actually have a lot of fun when we do it. And so you can do the same thing. It's and just because she does these other companies doesn't mean repair isn't good. And that's what I can't stress enough. I hear in the groups sometimes Shop like, oh well, yeah, Shop isn't doing it good if the owner's trading crypto. Excuse me.
That's where I got my money from.
I trade crypto. Right? We do stocks. We're not poor or broke. We're doing it because we have extra income to do it, and actually our businesses are making very good money, so we can invest, and it's not like we can't sleep at night, and I own other companies. I do other things. I mean, I just started a new company with a Chinese factory where I receive their rejects from Amazon. Like, it's so great. I'm gonna have to open a facility just to do that. Tanisha's on her 2nd event space, guys. I'm not saying she don't just set up birthday parties. She actually owns an event space that she rents out the space for weddings, birthday parties, and all that, and then she's an event coordinator for her space. That's a big deal. She makes very good money at it, right? But she's also automating that. Yeah. She's going to replace herself and get people working for her, right? And that's the ultimate goal. It's even with her refurb business. She's not going to be refurbing for long. She's going to learn it, piece it out. She's going to teach people specific things and create like an assembly line setup, It's just like with owning a store. You create the processes. You set up the store how you want it. You make it lucrative, and you start hiring. You don't become a slave to the business. Right. The business works for you. And that's how you create that generational wealth and become a multimillionaire. And then you start doing other things. I have a student that did a video. He's opening a trucking company. He has 4 stores. People say, well, why would he do that? Because what do you want to do? You just going to sit at home because you're making money? He said, I've always loved trucking companies, so because I took your course, now I'm able to do that. I'm taking a trucking class. Yeah. Right. He said, I'm going to buy some trucks. He said, I got my 4 stores going. One makes $20K a month. He's in a very big city, and so these are very tiny spaces, and he's got 4, like within a couple blocks of each other. I think he's in Chicago, okay? And so it's different. It's different up there, the way that it goes. But, you can do the same thing. And when you learn from people like Tanisha, who have come from nothing, not knowing anything, to where she is now in the amount of time. This is June 1st, 2021. She took her course in 2018. December. So what is that, 2 years, 2.5 years? I mean, come on now. You know what I mean? If you're someone that's working a full-time job and you're like, I want change. Did she have some struggling moments? Probably. Did you have any moments where you broke down? You're like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Right. What am I doing? I can't believe I left my job making $60,000 a year to start from nothing.
Right. I left a job. I was making $80,000 a
Jesus.
year, and I used to cry sometimes, like, "Oh my God,
Yep.
where's my paycheck?" You know.
But I got up and I told myself it has to work or it has to work.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So definitely come on down and see us. You will see Tanisha in classes and work with her, and we hope to help you make that change. So do you want to say anything, Michelle, before I go, or Tanisha?
Well, remember, in this life, you can choose either to eat or get eaten. Come here, we train you, and then you can work and eat.
And eat.
You become a shark.
That's right. All right, bye, guys.